this year, the year 2025, which is year 2 of Happy, we have 3 aspirations. So first aspiration is accelerate and increase women participation. The second aspiration is to make visible the last mile impact. Our third and last aspiration is to build stronger collaboration among ourselves.
So this is by partner, our contribution to the youth in work. So yes, you see that the highest there is New Age, 43%. New Age accounts for 43% of our total youth in work numbers. Out of the 138, 43% is by New Age. And then the PMU Adaptive gave us 30. So you put the two together, close to 80% of our job numbers came from New Age and the PMU Adaptive. So that really is the leading contributor to our job numbers.
So it's more about when we are building the capacity, how do we communicate to them? Sometimes most of them see some of this program as government program. For them, so long as they've gotten the support, it's government that have brought them the support. And for that matter, whoever goes and talk about any other institution, they don't recognize. So what goes into the support? What communication does goes? So localizing it, forming songs around it, branding t-shirt for them to wear, things for them to be there. Because personally, these are things that I wouldn't have bothered because we are doing work and we are supporting. But at the end of the day, somebody want to verify whether really you have said that what you have achieved. So we have to have a strategy of means to confirm to the person that yes, we have done what we said we have done.
With the partners, I think we've spoken to TechnoServe. They were on the field last week to meet some of our women groups. We are still in talk with them to see maybe others that we would introduce to them. With the information I've gotten on the ground, I think they've engaged widely with them already. So TechnoServe is one key partner we intend to work with when it comes to getting them the access to finance and other supports for these female groups. Additionally, we are also leveraging our collaborations with other programs. So currently we are having a certain collaboration with another MasterCard funded project called the Temple Invest. With Temple Invest, they're called the Filmer, where they are also giving access to finance. So we want to link these farmers to the access to finance team for them to go through the process. Our aim is to help them, put them together, ensure their books are okay. Then we can be backstopping them with the marketing support till they are, fit enough to stand on their own.
So our strategies are actually in 5 headings. The first one has to do with targeted recruitment and awareness. So initially when we started, we go to the communities or through the anchor farmer, we are able to get some youth to train them, and then based on that we do our enrollment. But unfortunately we realize that it's not yielding us the necessary numbers that we need, and so we are planning to leverage more on some women group associations and churches.
Community sensitizations and also integrate gender transformative approaches to ensure that our programming is gender responsive, and then we are using the SELC groups as a target group to be able to carry out these trainings and sensitizations. The prolonged drought also not just led to loss of fields, but also some wastage in some of the inputs.
We want to engage the females within the communities in the production space. That will serve as role models. So you go into some communities, there are women or females, young females that are already into production. We are going to engage them to serve as role models for the rest of the young women within the communities.
repackaging and rebranding of NSA Happy Project. We also realized that we are not communicating the projects, so people don't know about it. Even our own regional directors and some of our staff at the headquarters, they don't know about the projects. We are doing a lot, but they don't know about it. So that is an area we are also looking at.
Also intend to drive women and PWD participation through focused initiatives. We can go ahead. Okay. So we looked at some of the interventions that we have, the best case scenario for us in terms of figures, the worst case scenarios, so community engagement.
So we are going to work through this flow. This is a flow we've developed to implement all that they discussed. And we are going to do that through about 7 different approaches, and we are calling these people clients because we want to work with them as we providing a service, not the usual NGO kind of dealings. That's why we are referring to them as clients, and we are going to do the criteria, identification, selection and onboarding, diagnostics, technical assistance, then we deploy the funds.
We are the people that are within the program implementation, where we have really done much in terms of reaching out and facilitating young people to work. But having said that, there's also an aspect of the work that we are doing that also requires a lot of focus. And I think that has been the underlying theme of this QRM's focus. That is, how do we accelerate the female youth in work progress? We always say that Happy is one of our strategic and also biggest investments in agriculture for the foundation in Ghana. That also means that there's a lot of responsibility and significance in terms of contribution to the country's 3 million youth in work, translation into the dignified and fulfilling work. And in terms of female